What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. I wanted to sit here and put my thoughts down about DLC and pre-ordering. I don't have a problem with, certain content being displayed for pre-order, nor do I have issue with, DLC. But like everything else in life, you gotta do it with a bit of you gotta have some certain sense of I don't know really what the word is. Right now I'm late going to work. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this video. Okay, this is what I'm saying about this. Okay, I don't mind pre-ordering things, but I don't like the fact that when you pre-order games, sometimes all it is something that was already, a pre-established, already in game that they just take out. I don't like that. It's stupid. And then a lot of times it kind of comes out as DLC anyway. And I'm not one of those dudes that if I sit here and see something for DLC on a pre-order, I have to pre-order the game. This goes with the DLC thing. I don't mind DLC. I love DLC, especially if it's worth it. Look at Fallout. Fallout DLC gives so much more content to the game that it just adds to the hours of experience that, it's just completely badass. I like the Borderlands DLC, new characters, new missions, new areas, new weapons, things like that. The Elder Scrolls games, same thing. The DLC is just bussing. And even with fighting games, I don't mind the DLC to a certain extent, because Injustice is one of my all-time favorite, fighting games. But I have to admit that I am disappointed at the DLC that they released for it. It's good. We got a couple of characters, and they had tons of skins, but the skins don't make a freaking fighting game. And just adding 5 characters to a game whose source material has literally hundreds of characters is just a complete, injustice. And damn, I missed the light. Anyways, it's completely bogus. When Mortal Kombat came out, we had same thing I didn't like about that was we got like 4 characters and we got a couple of skins. Like, I don't like that. That's completely bogus, you know what I'm saying? Marvel Ultimate Alliance, we had, of course, more characters. I don't think they had skins per se. But this is the thing I don't mind about the DLC. Okay, if you have DLC, I don't want DLC just to change skins and stuff. Think about Gears of War 3, one of my favorite all-time games. The DLC made that game worth playing. Not only did you get to play a whole new story, but you had a couple of different modes actually. Of course, they gave you more characters, even though the characters really don't. It really doesn't change the gameplay that much. It'd be different if the characters actually could use unique weapons and had unique moves and stuff, but everybody does the same thing. So, that game, the DLC made that game like worth buying. So if you're gonna put DLC into a game, and this is another thing I don't like about DLC. Day one DLC, and it goes back to the pre-order thing too. If you're gonna put a pre-order, if you're gonna put something special with a pre-order, make that be exclusively for the pre-order. After the pre-order, there's no option to get it anymore. I know that sounds unfair, but if you're gonna pre-order something, it doesn't make sense to pre-order something and turn around and just have it for DLC, just a hands-on thing. Make it exclusive. Get this certain character. That's the only time you can get that character. I don't mind that. If you're gonna put the DLC into the game, make it freaking worth it. Give us some content. If it's a fighting game, multiple characters, multiple modes, multiple skins and stuff. not just different skins here, different skins there. And I'll tell you one game that kind of pissed me off with the DLC. It was the freaking Grand Theft Auto 5. Loved the game. The game was fun. But the DLC was like stupid as shit. It wasn't like new missions, you know, wasn't like new side stories. It was like weapons, cars, clothes. Come on now, really? I mean, it was free, but I'll tell you one game had some decent DLC. And the game, you know, I ain't gonna get as you know, the game is underrated because of how the game was presented and how the game was, you know, how the game was itself. But Resident Evil 6, the different game modes that they introduced on that, and they weren't like overpriced or anything. They actually came out at different time periods. The DLC for that was actually pretty good. They had some very interesting modes. I personally think though that those modes should have already been in the game, and they should have came up with more. But for what they did, the game modes were actually worth the money, and they did make multiplayer a bit fun and kept things interesting. So I don't mind the DLC. I don't mind the pre-order. But between Microsoft, because I'm a fan of all of them. But it just got to be something. We need to start setting some boundaries. And I don't like pre-ordering games because the more people start pre-ordering things, like the pre-order stuff would be stupid as hell. Like if you pre-order this game, you get this color skin for a gun. I'm like, are you fucking serious? What kind of rationale is that? You know, who's gonna? I mean, people do it, but it's stupid. If they say, hey, this the only time you can get this whole new level, it'll be different. A whole new level, fine. But like the pre-order stuff they come out with nowadays is just a joke. Think about it. Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U. I loved the DLC characters. They all came out at different times. They were all great characters. That's another great example of DLC if you're going to put them in characters. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the game was fun, but it was stupid. And then the fun wore off because there was nothing unique about it. The DLC characters in that was a bit disappointing because out of all the characters that Capcom and of course Marvel have, you only got those like very few, and that was BS. But I know I'm rambling, but I just want to sit here and just shake my thoughts down on this camera while I'm driving to work. But it does make you wonder, you know what I'm saying? Should there be DLC? I think we should. I think there should be. If you're going to put DLC out there, make it be good DLC. If the DLC is BS, call them out on it. Don't buy from them no more. That'll force them to step their game up and put out something that's actually worth it. Again, some great series that have good DLC: Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Borderlands. You know, as much as I didn't like the Mortal Kombat X game, I had to give them, give them their props. They had some pretty good DLC. I mean, the characters at least. And it's just like Halo. I love Halo to death. My favorite fucking franchise. But the DLC sucks. And they always have, every Halo game is like, all they do is like maybe add a new level here and a new weapon and a new skin here and stuff like that. Honestly, the Halo's another series I don't like the DLC because of that. It ain't nothing interesting. It's not no side story. It's not a side mission. It's not something that'll make the gameplay more challenging or more fun. Just a single campaign. It's all going into the multiplayer. I think that's another reason why even Call of Duty is like that too, where you get DLC. The DLC does not extend or to the game to the main campaign, but it just extends only to the multiplayer aspect, which is once again something I did not like for the GTA 5 game. Most of that DLC was for that online stuff, and then the little stuff they did for the regular campaign was just stupid as hell. It should have been plenty more missions. It should have been, more characters. It should have been more story. It should have been more. But that's enough for me ranting and raving on here. Although I'm not ranting and raving, I do want to give my thoughts on DLC and pre-orders. So guys, in the comment section below, let me know what you think about DLC and pre-orders. I definitely might get into a break of the base with this, with possibly Zach or Ken, so we can explore these and hopefully throw out more options and suggestions. All right, guys, peace out. Narik, signing out.